to the home front. I'm your host, Reed Galen. Well, guys, the summer allergy attack continues here at the Galen household, and so I am a little stuffy and my eyes are a little watery, but I wanted to bring you some thoughts, and maybe, guys, that's why I'm a little bit snarkier today than I might otherwise be. I don't typically like to do that. I like to find something constructive. But in the wake of Donald Trump's bunker busting, at least we think that's what it was, I had some thoughts and maybe an epiphany as I was sitting waiting for a flight delayed at the Philadelphia airport yesterday. And I think about this in the context of everything we see now online is breaking news, right? And let me just be clear. The only thing it's breaking is my brain. So let me give you a few thoughts here. One is, if someone's entire personality is to record and post smash cut videos exclaiming breaking news, there are three things you can count on. First, they're not reporters. Second, they rip the information off from the AP or some other actual news outlet. And third, it's not news, let alone breaking. There's an entire industry of people who do nothing but look at the New York Times website and then repeat it on TikTok and Instagram. This is not news, and it's not particularly informative, and they want your money. Second, the number of questions we're asking should not be in second place behind the number of hot takes you're offering. Very few of us know anything about the history of Iran. Very few of us know anything about nuclear proliferation. We shouldn't pretend we know things because hot takes generate clicks. Third, yes, the United States bombed Iran over the weekend. None of us know what the result of that action is, nor will we know Iran's response until they actually do something. So all of the speculation and everything else, again, is, to me, a gigantic waste of time as opposed to doing something constructive in your household, in your community, or maybe trying to figure out how to get America to climb out of this period that we're in. Next, I don't know anything about uranium enrichment, and neither do you. Full stop. Fifth, if you read an article on the bunker buster bomb and now consider yourself an expert on guided munitions, especially the GBU 57AB MOP, you're part of the problem. This also goes for the people whose only experience with the B-2 stealth bomber is watching YouTube videos of it taking off. I think it's cool to watch it take off. That doesn't mean I know anything else about its strategic or tactical abilities other than what I've read. Next, if the person from whom you're receiving this information about the, if the person from whom you're receiving this information is named Theo, Joe, or Ben, you're missing the point. Next, how about we try holding two thoughts in our head simultaneously? Iran can be a state sponsor of terror, and Donald Trump might not know what he's doing. Those two things are entirely possible and can occur simultaneously. Next, if you're shocked that MAGA got back in line despite Trump's promises to end all wars on day one, you're either willfully blind or you're trolling for clicks. Maybe it's both. If you're surprised the mainstream media is getting in line with military action, I ask what hole you've been living in for the last 25 years. If bombs are dropping, they're loving it. And lastly, guys, I wrote this and recorded this on Sunday. The American people, most of them anyway, went to church, to Home Depot, or are heading out for their summer vacation. I assume the crowd at the Citizens Bank Park, where I watched the Phillies-Mets game on Sunday night, was indicative. 40,000 people. They had no idea nor any concern that the Air Force and the Navy bombed a country thousands of miles away, of which they know little and care less. Welcome to the advantage and the danger of being residents of the empire. Guys, this stuff can be awfully complicated, and it obviously is more complex. We are in uncharted waters. We have been for the last 10 years. The waters are choppier and more uncertain now than they have been, but we should not assume that because somebody has an Instagram account that they suddenly have an idea of what it is they're talking about. We should be a little bit more circumspect. And as I have said before, it is not on us to stand in front of the fire hose all day, every day. If something happens that we all need to know about, I'm pretty sure given the handheld computers that we carry around like a third appendage, are going to tell us what's happening. And so for me, what I said just a few minutes ago holds true. Get involved in your community. Spend time with your family. Make dinner. touch some grass. I know that's an expression that's getting a lot of use, but I think it works. Get outside, do something that is other than doom scrolling, other than contributing to a bunch of people, an increasing group of people for whom talking is their main activity and acting is an afterthought if they ever get around to it. Guys, we have a lot of work to do. We can do it and we will do it together, but we have to focus on what it is we can do at any given moment. Donald Trump is a crazy person. He has, generally speaking, no idea what I think he's going to do before he does it, maybe about 15 minutes before he does it. And he is surrounded by a group of people whose only interests are their own. We shouldn't forget that. We shouldn't hyperbolize about it. We should just know that that's how it's been and how it's going to be for some time. As always, gang, I need you to go to jointheunion.us and get involved in the work we're doing. I am on my way to Virginia to do a number of events. I will put them in the show notes. If you live in Suffolk or Blacksburg or Northern Virginia, I hope you will come out and see us. I'll include all the mobilized links. As always, gang, you can find me on Twitter, TikTok, and says.us. Go to says.us and sign up there, guys, at Reed Galen, on Threads and Instagram at Reed_Galen USA. And please, before you leave here, give me a 5-star review. That helps other people see the show so they can get involved too. Thanks for taking just a few minutes with me today, guys. I'll be back with some longer form interviews and thoughts later this week. But for now, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.